All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, everybody. Let's do the recap today. We had a really interesting day because market at the open, it was so choppy, so boring. And I didn't take any trade until like 50 minutes into the open. I was just looking around. I really didn't like anything until Norm actually called the trade, and it was amazing and turned out to be my best trade on for the day on Tesla. So, and here's what the situation was that. So at the open, market wasn't really doing anything. It was gapped up a little bit, but really didn't do anything crazy until Norm called Tesla right at around 9:55. I actually have that. Let me bring this one here. I actually have that. So right at around 6:50, which is going to be 9:50 in the morning, that's Pacific time, he called Tesla is getting going. As soon as I saw that, I jumped in there because I really like the time and sales here, right? See 9:50 and 9:51, I jumped in there. And that's the power of community. You're not watching something and someone calls that. So I jumped in long, 178 for the red to green. And I really like when the volume picked up and order flow picked up. As soon as I partial out, I got back in there and adding heavy on that because I saw that this is going to be an ABCD pattern. It's going to go up. And here you go at 179. Well, all the way up to 188 to 186 actually, and then this consolidation I added more at 182. It was really nice. 183 all the way up to 186, 187, and I got out of it pretty much completely. I'm still here. I have 60 shares left so on Tesla. So that's essentially that was a very nice trading opportunity here at 186. And then it did a 920 trade as well. So as you see here, it did a 920 trade, kind of bounced back from exactly the 920. I didn't take this one because I thought that this is the 920 and it's not going to go up again, but it did turn out to be a very nice 920 trade. And during the week, we actually saw that, not the week, during the, so this is a screenshot that I did, and actually people were mentioning that bigger asks stacking up like 185. Do you see the huge ask here at 185? This is a very bullish sign, and as the was going, that's why I just kept adding on that, because the order flow was stacking really bullishly, and that's how we trade in this community based on these indicators. So it was an amazing trading day for me, and it turned out to be a very solid day. I had two Goldman Sachs puts that I covered today, one of them for $3,000, one of them for $800. And Adi came into the chat room and he mentioned that we should sell some puts on IWM for the end of this week at 166. I sold 100 contracts that collected $1 premium, and that was really nice, and I'm already up $1,000 on that. And if they go worthless, it's gonna be $10,000 profit on that. All right, so that was a really good trading day for me. I'm gonna send a newsletter about the trades that we did. Let's see what the Paris traded. Paris traded Tesla, but completely on the opposite of me, and I'm gonna share his trade, and he's gonna explain exactly how he traded. Go ahead, Paris.
Yeah, so in the pre-market, if the 180 level has been a very important level, and in the pre-market it never went above 180 and then stepped down below 179, and I was trying to use 179 as my level. If it comes and rejects that, I would take that on the short side. And the first time I tried, I went 2 times tier 2 size. I got stopped out above 179. The second trade is it popped up above 179 and then closed below 179 again, with offers trying to continuously decrement and completely held offers as well, which is a very strong weakness sign rather than the strong sign. So basically I went short and then continued for the break of low of the day. At the pullback of 178, I added more and was looking for the break of another low of the day, but it did not, and squeezed above 170, and that's my stop out. And I took a final stop out. So that was the end of the trade.
Awesome, thank you. And that's amazing, because exactly when you got out of it at the break even at 950, that's the moment that I jumped in there long here, and that's very interesting. So that was a really nice short, and then you added just below the VWAP, and exactly when you got out, I got in. And that's usually that happens, that a lot of shorts are getting a squeeze down here. If you're not really getting out, and you might get squeezed back, and that's how we ran that huge squeeze up. So there are essentially two traders trade the same thing, and in two different opposite direction, two different time of the day, and both of them are profitable. And that's it, guys. So that turned out to be an amazing day. So this week I'm going to talk about the trade management and averaging down and everything a little bit. It's tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to send a newsletter, guys, and hopefully see you. And Wednesday we have the Fed's meeting, the FOMC, the Federal Open Public Market Committee or something like that. They're going to talk about their projection. There is a good chance that they go 25 basis point for interest rate. And more than that, I think it's their outlook, especially with this credit crisis that is going all around the world. Everybody's wondering what's going to happen with that. All right, guys, thank you so much, and looking forward to see you in the chat room and tomorrow in the webinar room. And if you're interested in see how Paris is trading on reading the tape, he has a course on Trading Terminal Academy that you can check it out. It's a 15 hours course. We got so many positive feedback on that course, and that's amazing. All right, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning in the chat.